This is Tim Hellman.
Am I supposed to say something?
You say, and I'm Brady. Whatever.
And I'm Brady, whatever, Chambers.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie Maniac. It's a remake of the 1980 cult classic slasher film of the same name, which was directed by William Lustig and starred and co-written by Joe Spinell as a psychopath named Frank who stalked and killed women in New York City and collected their scalps as trophies. This remake is slightly different in that it casts Elijah Wood as the killer. He's a little smaller and more timid. It also played out the entire film in a POV perspective, only showing Wood in reflections and hearing his voice. The new version was directed by Frank Coffin and written by horror master Alejandro Aja and Gregory Lefesseur. The same team made the 2007 slasher film P2. This remake also co-stars Nora Arnazadir as the object of Frank's obsession, and one of my favorite actresses, scream queen America Olivo, as Frank's mother. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Congratulations. Have you sent me pictures of your abs?
Oh no. No.
Put that on the to-do list.
Yeah. So what did you think of the movie?
Yeah, I really liked the remake of Maniac. I thought it was great. Thought the soundtrack was awesome. Elijah Wood, I thought he was the weakest part of the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You did?
Well, I don't know. I thought he was good. I'm not going to say that he was bad at all. I just thought that the original...
I thought he was so creepy though.
He was creepy as fuck. He was. He was
like a classic Norman Bates type.
Yeah, but like John Waters style.
Oh, yeah.
John Waters, greasy, weird freak. But still, the original Joe Spinell, he was just... I mean, he was the cream of the crop. He was so greasy and with that big nose and so weird that he was freakier.
Huge.
Yeah. The funky ass 70s glasses, the greasy hair, and the nasty mustache, and that whole high pitched, kind of soft spoken voice that was so a juxtaposition to his own, you know, his stature that was freaky. God, he was freaky. Not that Elijah Wood wasn't freaky and gross too. I don't think you can compete.
Was his performance as freaky as Elijah Wood's? Like, other than the way he looked?
I think his performance was...
I thought he acted more normal, like when he was with the girl at dinner.
And I would concede that. Yes, I definitely think so. The normal parts, he was more normal, and then the freaky parts, when he got freaky, I thought he was more freaky.
And the kill scenes.
Yeah, but that seemed maybe like more realistic to me. I felt like Elijah Wood was kind of a caricature of that first character.
But he was a completely different character. Like, he was really shy and timid. And
yeah, and I think the Joe Spinell character was not near as shy and timid, definitely. No. But he wasn't
really shy and timid at all.
Yeah, no, you're right, he wasn't. But definitely, I mean, there's definitely some... It's disjointed. That is a classic 80s horror film. It's all like, you know, one minute they're kind of doing one thing, the other minute they're doing another. It doesn't quite mesh up as well. So definitely in that, along those lines, the newer Maniac is just way more consistent. And I would say that I actually like the newer Maniac better than the old one. I think
it's a better character study. Like, the character's more believable to me.
Yeah, it's more solid and it's not as disjointed. And actually, so much of this newer Maniac movie was a reflection of that 80s style, whether it was the soundtrack or not.
The soundtrack by a guy named Rob.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Which was great, awesome. And actually, I looked up on Death Waltz Records. They've actually released it on vinyl. The photography was great. The perspectives were awesome. Elijah Wood did a really outstanding job.
You like the POV perspective?
Yeah, it was a little jarring initially, but I think it actually really functions really well.
It was one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen, even like top 10 for me, I think.
Oh, really?
I'd put it up there with like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. It was just so creepy.
yeah, it was creepy. Yeah, and Elijah Wood is definitely... He did do a very good job. I should not take away at all from his...
And especially after seeing him in Sin City, because he was a killer in Sin City too, a psycho killer.
Right.
And then also in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, he was Kate Winslet's stalker. So what rating would you give it?
I don't know. Probably 4. Like, I would be pretty giving. Like, I was stoked. Yeah. I was way...
I get 4.5 out of 5. What would you give the original Maniac?
God, it's so hard to think about rating a movie that's the better part of 35 years old. You know, it can mean something to you. I guess I would give it a 4.
33 years old.
But it has to be viewed in the context of what it is, I guess. Like, if I was to sit down right now, I would definitely say that I got more enjoyment out of the new one, short of some, like, very sweet sentimental feelings I have
Oh,
when
yeah.
I watch the other one.
I'd give the original 4 and the remake 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I will do is I'm going to go back and change my original rating for the new one. Okay. I'm going to give it 4.25 because this is your show.
Elijah Wood, I think he's came a long way since child movie star.
I mean, Frodo is kind of a...
Frodo's classic.
Kind of a whiny character, even when you're reading the books, sort of. He's kind of, you know, this shit's hard, this ring's heavy.
He's definitely not the most likable.
No, and Elijah Wood was just like an extreme of that. And to some degree in Maniac, he's the same way.
See, even in Lord of the Rings, he was a little creepy because he was always getting possessed and stuff. And taken over by the ring. You know,
I just wanted to overall, strangle him in Lord of the Rings, but
I mean, he started out in movies like North, Radio Flyers, so to go from child star to creepy killer is pretty good.
Well, and in this role, I think that whiny little bitch kind of serves him.
One thing I don't like about it is that the shy, nerdy character gets typecasted as the guy that's gonna go crazy and kill everyone. Because I don't think people should think that.
That is exactly. No. I think that's totally fair. I think pretty much anyone that is shy and nerdy, we should probably just send them off to an island somewhere because they're all going to kill us.
They're all going to go crazy and.
Clearly, that is exactly the case.
Just send them to live on an island alone.
Right.
Or with each other.
Well, yeah, and like the lepers, like just the shy people and lepers together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, well, because you don't want the shy people to feel like they just have to kill other shy people. They probably would rather have them kill the lepers. You know, because then that gives them a place to be and a group of people to kill.
Shy people kill. The lepers might end up killing the shy people too.
Right. Well, and leprosy is contagious, right? So I mean,
so
eventually you're going to end up with like shy lepers. That's all that will be left. And then once they grow gills and fins and swim across, to the mainland, then we're all f***ed. We will have created a super species of shy, murderous lepers that are, aquarium folks. So there'll be no escape. God, and can you imagine when they learn how to light fires and stuff? Holy shit.